So chances are if you clicked on this video, there's a majority of you who know what JROTC is and want to hear what I have to say about it. The minority is probably just the people who enjoy my content. So let me break it down for those people. JROTC stands for Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. It's basically like the military, but for school. And by school, I mean just high school. I doubt you're going to see this option in middle school. During each class period, or block, or whatever you call them, there are two JROTC classes. The one with the upperclassmen who have been in the program for at least a semester, and the class with the freshies who are just starting out. Each class has a flight commander and a flight sergeant who basically have as much authority over the class as the teacher. Monday through Wednesdays were pretty normal classes, with us just learning about space, leadership, survival, nutrition, and all sorts of other stuff. Though on Thursdays, we have to wear our fancy uniforms that the commander and sergeant grade, and also do what is called drill, which I'll talk about in another video if you guys enjoy this one. And on Fridays, we wear completely different uniforms and do our own version of PE called PT. PT is where the story begins. So I head to class and a guy from first block with a notable expression of fear on his face is still there. Then he tells us what's in store for today. Dude, we have Marine PT today. So for those of you who don't know what Marine PT is, it's basically when your instructors decide to get the best branch of the military to lead you in PT and push you to your physical limit. And when I say best, that means they are the best. They're always well-groomed, ripped, and have a look of seriousness all the time. So for this bit of Marine PT, we had 4 things to do. First, before the actual physical stuff started, we had to sign a form releasing these guys of all liabilities, which basically means that if we are injured or die during this session, they can't be sued, which destroyed my confidence that I would be fine. Second, we actually get started with the physical stuff, and we had to run 1 lap around the track. And they meant run. We had to sprint the whole lap around. I was winded after it was over, and that was only the first physical thing we had to do.
I'm tired.
Next, there were a bunch of ammo boxes lined up, the smaller ones for the girls and the larger ones for the boys. When looking at it, I didn't think it was too bad, but it turned out we had to lift them up, then bring them down repeatedly for 2 whole minutes. And it turned out they were way heavier than I thought, and most of us struggled. I could feel my legs shaking violently when I was doing this, like I was shaking the entire earth itself. After that, our final trial was about to begin. There was a series of cones set across the football field. At the beginning of the cones, you and the person you're running against are supposed to lay on your stomach until the Marines say go. Then you sprint to the next set of cones and J-hook around them. Then you low crawl to the next set, and after that you high crawl to the next. After that, you zigzag around the rest and sprint back. And despite being as tired as I was, I decided I was going to tear through this course like a complete maniac. In fact, I did it in such a weird way that I have no idea how to animate it. In the end, we emerged with 1/2 of the class suffering with cramps. Then we begin to march back to the building, and I hear... So it turns out the other half of the class was throwing up their guts. So that's why we had to sign that form. And it turns out one of the kids in first block ended up falling unconscious while going up the stairs. In the end, I survived, and hopefully the guy who fell down the stairs did as well. That's all for this video. If you liked it, let me know and I'll make a part 2 talking about a bunch of other things regarding ROTC. I'll see you all in the next one.